Yeah, I mean, they was doing their thing, I was doing mine. And, I'm not the partying type. You know what I mean? I ain't never been to a Diddy party. I ain't never really wanted to go. But I don't go to a lot of people parties. That just ain't what I'm in it for.
Following Diddy's recent imprisonment, Ice Cube made public Jay-Z's suspected involvement in illicit activities. Diddy is being charged with major offenses, may counterattack by exposing incriminating information regarding Jay-Z's possible involving wrongdoing.
We don't say Latino anymore, we say Latinx. Yeah, you say it. You know who doesn't say it? Latinos.
Yeah.
They fucking hate it, but it's like, no, we can change the rules, and then the people who haven't caught on, we'll get them. It's we think it's fetch. Latinx.
Nah.
No.
It's weird how the name's always changing every, something like 20 or 30 years. Somebody wants to put a new label on the same thing.
You mean ethnic names?
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like, you go from this to that and the other.
Right.
At the end of the day. And,
people of color used to be, reversed 50 years ago.
Yeah, and it's just done to really...
Beyonce and Jay-Z were accused by Ice Cube of covering up for Diddy, implying that they assisted in shielding him from accusations of wrongdoing during Diddy's legal issues.
And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing. So, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, they've been fucking with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, I expect that.
A Texas attorney is currently defending 120 alleged victims, both male and female, including adults and children, in the wake of fresh charges made against Diddy. These allegations, which date back more than 30 years, concern drug-fueled physical abuse that is comparable to earlier federal prosecutions.
There's new allegations against Sean P. Diddy Combs. A Texas attorney says he now represents, get this, 120 alleged victims, male and female, adults and children, whose allegations span more than 30 years. The accounts of the alleged victims have not been fully vetted, but their claims involve drug-fueled sexual assaults similar to what the feds described in their criminal indictment of the music mogul.
Videos of Diddy with Jay-Z and Jennifer Lopez at wild parties are said to have been admitted into evidence by Diddy in court. Rumor has it that these occasions featured coerced physical activity involving well-known celebrities like Jay-Z and Lopez.
Simple fact that all Jennifer Lopez had to do was marry a white boy Oscar winner for people to stop remembering that she had a gun in her pocketbook. She had gunshot residue on her hands the night that Natanya was shot. For all we know, that bullet came from the gun that was in her hand. And not once has she spoken for the betterment of that woman. Not once has she donated to her family or for her medical bills that she's still paying. Say something in her defense to stop Puffy from gaslighting her and trying to put hits out on her because he was afraid that maybe one day they would open the case and she still has the bullet fragments in her face. Like J-Lo has said nothing.
Cube has continuously spoken out unfair tactics and power dynamics that silence victims in the entertainment sector, exposed corruption and exploitation there, and exposed unfair practices inside the system.
Yeah, I mean, everybody doesn't really have to affirm you. If I wake up and say, I feel like a pigeon, and I want everybody to treat me like a pigeon. Some people may say, whatever, Cube, we treat you like a pigeon. But some people may choose to be like, dude, no, that's your world. I'm not part of it. And I have to be ready for that. It's a big world out here. Everybody doesn't have to adhere to me.
That's called narcissism, right?
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, seems like you're trying to bend the universe to your will. And it don't work like that.
The song The World seems to be in disarray, with emotions running high and disputes emerging amongst notable individuals. The presence of Ice Cub reveals fundamental problems in the industry that are causing the current instability.
The Diddy news is huge because the feds are involved and everything. The rap world is seemingly in full chaos right now.
I don't know if the rap world is in chaos. Everybody got their crews, their cliques. Rap is very big. So this is just one artist going through it. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm sitting back checking out everything. It's mind-boggling, to be honest, just to see the turn of events. I stay on the grind. I've never been to a Diddy party. So, I hear things and they're rumors just like they are to anybody else.
Diddy and Jay-Z have been close friends for a long time. They are often spotted together at important gatherings and parties. Their friendship has kept them connected in the music industry and social circles, deepening their public and professional ties, which is causing Jay-Z problems.
Who was he hanging out with the most in the last few years?
They were doing photo shoots together and everything.
Diddy, right?
Brunch. Yeah.
Okay, so birds of a feather flock together, right?
Wow.
So he not far behind. And if Jay-Z was hanging out with Puff like this, and you saying Puff was this nigga, what type of nigga is Jay-Z to be hanging out with a nigga like that?
It was called Black Excellence, man. I remember that. It was called the Black Excellence.
The Black Excellence crew is a code word for, allegedly code word for the secret gay niggas and women in the industry that's rich. That's the Black Excellence mean to me. You know what I mean? Because the motherfuckers, they more Black Excellent than me. I'm Black Excellence. I stand on integrity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't selling my soul. I ain't gonna do shit that I'm not, that's gonna make me feel less than when I look in the mirror years later. Them niggas ain't Black Excellence. Them niggas is frauds. They hiding behind their money. They hiding behind these images. They hiding behind lies. You know what I'm saying? This is why people like me feel like, oh, we finally getting a breath of fresh air. Because all these niggas is a bunch of liars. Ain't nobody want to tell the truth because they want to be in the fucking circle of these sucking ass, lying ass niggas. Nigga, that ain't your jewelry. Your jewelry ain't even real. That ain't your car. That ain't your house.
Over the years, 50 Cent has repeatedly targeted Jay-Z and Diddy on social media, taking aim at their status and acts in the music and entertainment industries. His comments have garnered significant attention from the public.
50 Cent is saying Jay-Z is going to be exposed next after Diddy. So Jay-Z had a close relationship with Diddy throughout his career, and 50 Cent pointed out that Jay seems to be missing after all the raids rained down on Diddy. Jay-Z was allegedly named on Epstein's client list. Epstein is a prolific child predator who would serve up underage girls to the elites. Epstein would fly out his clients and the girls to a private remote island in the Caribbean where they could get away with it and the girls couldn't escape because they were surrounded by sharks. It's been rumored Jay-Z had his own private island where the same stuff went down with Diddy, and we haven't seen the footage until now. And the similarities to Epstein are startling. It's in a remote part of the Caribbean and it has a landing strip. After Diddy's private jet landed in the Caribbean, it suspiciously went off the radar. So users are suspecting Jay's private island is where Diddy disappeared to, or at least hiding evidence. And they are also suspecting that this is where the hip-hop Predator ring occurred.
Jaguar Diddy, Jay-Z, and other members of the music industry have long been the target of rights criticism. She once stated that the industry would eventually pay a price for its covert misbehavior and exploitation of artists.
The acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time?
Some people feel that Jay-Z, like others in the entertainment business, has sold his soul for fame, associating success with satanic practices. These allegations originate from conspiracy theories, which are frequently stoked by public symbolism for the __sized entertainment sector or symbolism in music videos. Gatekeepers and purportedly linked Jay-Z to Diddy's disputes. According to rumors, Jay-Z has vanished, which has increased media curiosity regarding his possible involvement in these problems.
I don't know if that's why Jay-Z is missing. Is it because of Puff? Probably not. I feel like Jay-Z's
He was always on the low, like.
Yeah, he's been on the...
Jaguar Wright called on anybody who had been harmed by Diddy and Jay-Z's purported behavior to come forward, urging victims to end their quiet and reveal any wrongdoing associated with these prominent personalities in the music industry.
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the victims who have been too afraid to come forward because the diddler has been running around with impunity. It's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. You know, I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it off.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Off of Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together in an interview.
Yeah, I know. Two Diddy doo-wop bops. What a reunion. Only thing they got
Rapper Charlie Baltimore related a story about Jay-Z that involved him supposedly stabbing someone, supporting earlier allegations that he was involved in violent altercations when he was rising in the music business.
I saw Unland on the ground and just, you know, like shouting like Jay-Z stabbed me. And I'm like, what? Like, what is he saying right now? I'm with two of my homegirls and he's like, Jay-Z stabbed me, Jay-Z stabbed me. So I'm like, yo, stop saying that. Like, I'm like trying to get him to chill. And I didn't really know, I didn't see any blood or anything, so I didn't know how bad he was stabbed or what was going on.
People are drawing parallels between R. Kelly's legal demise and the claims made against Jay-Z and Diddy, implying that similar charges of wrongdoing might have serious repercussions for these powerful men in the music business.
And a lot of people have heard the same thing from R. Kelly. You're gonna notice a lot of this stuff. If you're not aware of R. Kelly's case, this is a lot of the same stuff that they got R. Kelly under. And where is R. Kelly right now? In prison, rotting away. So this is the exact same thing, just at a, of course, higher level because, you know, R. Kelly isn't nearly as rich as Diddy and nearly as big as Diddy is. Continuing on, physical abuse by Sean Combs, the defendant, was reoccurrent and widely known. On numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009 and continuing for years, they said they used force, threats of force, coercion, caused victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. They literally mention it in the indictment. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, and got off to. They're basically saying he was, you know, pleasuring himself to this stuff, and often electronically recorded. So here's the thing. They're saying this stuff because they got video footage, and they talk about it a little bit later in a video that I'll show. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the associates of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. Under Diddy watching in the corner, pleasuring himself, and then they would get so exhausted and tired from all the drug use and all the freak-off stuff that they were doing that they would have to get IVs the next day. There was even video footage of Diddy and his mom getting IVs on social media. I'm not saying his mom's involved in this stuff, but you know, that's kind of weird, you know? Members and associates of the Combs enterprise, including high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, they mentioned everybody, facilitated freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotel rooms for freak-off.
Actor DeAndre Bonds linked Jay-Z to Tupac's demise, saying the rapper knew more than he disclosed and refrained from commenting on Diddy's alleged involvement. This led to additional conjecture regarding the rapper's involvement in the events.
Puffy. Yeah. I don't even talk about weirdos like that. I never liked them anyway. Jay-Z was a coward when Pac called him out and he didn't answer. I knew any man, nigga call you out as a man and say you's a bitch, you and everything you love, and you don't respond, I'm cool, bro. Cool. Don't wait till the nigga died and say you the, and then like my man Nas said, Rockefeller died of AIDS, and that's who you couldn't even come up with your own Carter records. Come on, man. You wanna be a demon folk. That's what's wrong with them, man. They kiss ass, suck dick, get to the wherever they get and find out it ain't nowhere. Nick use a zero still. And yeah, I said that. And I'm broke. So Nick, saying who you got.
And you saying LJZ, is you only saying that because he had beef with Tupac, or it's more to it?
No, it's based off just that. Nothing. I never met the dude. I don't like him. I'm talking about from a entertainment fan point of view. He's garbage to me. I don't f with nothing he do. I never liked it, and I never have. Style, certain shit I see, what they say, first impression, you can't get it. You don't get a second month chance. So if I hear some shit, see some shit first time meeting or whatever, or I move on that. I'm gonna pay attention to that. If you know, that's just how I get at. I tell a nigga something, I mean it.
So you feel like Jay-Z music is garbage?
No, his music is entertaining. Do we live that shit? Have he done it? No, it's garbage in that aspect. Nigga, how you gonna spit shit?
Ice Cube compared hip-hop to the Wild West, implying that legal disputes between well-known individuals are a part of a larger, continuous pattern of conflict and power conflicts in the music industry.
Any specific reason?
Yeah, I mean, they was doing their thing, I was doing mine. And, I'm not the partying type. You know what I mean? I ain't never been to a Diddy party. I ain't never really wanted to go. But I don't go to a lot of people parties. That just ain't what I'm in it for. You've been to one, you've been to them all.
Are you surprised at what things are coming out with Diddy at all, or you're like, you have no idea? It's none of my business. You'll live long. Is that kind of like the mindset?
I'm surprised. How could you be surprised with anything that happens in hip hop? It's hip hop is the Wild West. So you're gonna have the good, you're gonna have the bad, you're gonna have the ugly.
You think he's being targeted, or some of the stuff he's got, there's credibility on what they're coming after him with the tapes and the feds and raiding his Miami home, his LA home?
I believe he's being targeted.
You believe he's being targeted?
Yeah. I believe, somebody, has the power to pull the trigger to make, this stuff, this domino effect happen.
That concludes today's video. Tune in for more.